much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless the Quiz, where the aim of the game is to find the most obscure answer possible. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, my name's Nick. This is my wife, Rachel, and we're from Welwyn Garden City.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Maeve. This is my friend Emily, and we're from London.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Emma. This is my mum, Isabel, and we're from South West London.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Rochelle. This is my housemate Chris, and we're from Leeds.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, everybody. A very warm welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He wasn't born yesterday. I mean, clearly he wasn't. He's the same age as me. He's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. So many newcomers. It's only Rochelle and Chris we know. Got through to the head-to-head last time, so we saw a lot of them, at least.
We did, at least.
And we'll get to know everyone else.
I hope we do.
They'll be delightful, I'm sure.
I bet they will. I bet they will.
Don't you think? I think it'll be fine.
Now, listen, Rebecca and Will won the jackpot last time, so we're starting off with a brand new jackpot of £1,000. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember at all times, it is the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated, so keep your scores lovely and low, and everything will be great. Best of luck to everybody. Our first category this afternoon is cinematic clothes. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK. Let's find out what the question concerns. It is all about Best Costume Design Oscar winners. Richard.
Yeah, on each board, we're going to show you descriptions of 7 films, all of which won an Oscar for Best Costume Design. We will also show you the name of someone who was in that film and the initials of the film as well. So that's nice, isn't it?
That's nice.
Lots of little clues. There'll be 7 on the first board, 7 new ones on the second board, 14 in all to have a go at home. So good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's have a look at our board of films that all happen to win the Best Costume Design Oscar. We have got Luke braves the Empire forces to rescue Princess Leia. Mark Hamill, SW. Con artists get even with elaborate swindle on crime boss. Paul Newman, TS. Success and rivalry in the life and times of Mozart. F. Murray Abraham, A. Rose and Jack find love on an ill-fated 1912 sea voyage. Kate Winslet, T. World's best-known playwright is inspired by Viola. Joseph Fiennes, SIL. Short tenure of Henry VIII's second wife, Richard Burton, AOTTD, and sci-fi hero T'Challa battles to save Wakanda home, Chadwick Boseman, BP. There we are. Nick, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. From Welwyn Garden City.
Indeed.
Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I'm a 47-year-old travel and tourism lecturer.
Presumably, in order to keep up with the travel and tourism, you've got to travel a fair bit yourself.
I've done a fair bit of travelling myself,
That's nice. And it's part of work.
It's the best part of work.
Yeah. And it being tourism, you know, you have to travel and enjoy yourself. It's kind of, it's beholden.
It's been known for me to enjoy myself as I've been travelling,
I can believe that. What enormous fun. OK, now, Nick, what are you going to go for on our board here?
I think I'm going to go for the world's best-known playwright. Is inspired by Viola, Joseph Fiennes, Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare in Love, says Nick. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Shakespeare in Love. Absolutely right. Look at that. Well done, Nick. Great start to the round and indeed the show. 19 for Shakespeare in Love.
Yep, won 7 Oscars in total. It was the first Oscar win for Sandy Powell, one of Britain's leading theatrical designers. It's been nominated lots and lots of times for all sorts
Sandy
of things,
Powell.
including The Favourite. That was one of hers.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Emily, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Emily. I've just graduated, and now I'm modelling in London.
See, that's fun. What did you graduate in?
I did classics and English at Oxford.
And then you've gone into modelling. How have you found it? Is it as glamorous as everyone might imagine?
No.
No.
I'd say there's a lot more waiting around than there is actual modelling.
I mean, is there good chat? Is there good chat amongst the models?
I reckon so.
Well, that's good, because that's what you're going to spend most of the time doing. I mean, I suppose you can take lots of books around with you, do a lot of reading.
Yeah. I mean, I did, when I was doing my dissertation at Oxford, I did have to take my laptop and all of my dissertation when I can sit behind the scenes. But
That wasn't that glamorous.
Well, still, it sounds very glamorous. Emily, what are you going to go for on our board?
I think I'm going to go for Success and Rivalry in the Life and Times of Mozart, because I do know that one for certain. I think Amadeus.
Amadeus says Emily. Let's see how many of our 100 people agree with Emily. Amadeus. Amadeus is right. 19 is the only score we have so far. And you go down to 30. Not bad at all.
Yeah, very well played. 30 points. Very nicely done indeed.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Izzy, welcome to
Hello.
Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I'm a nurse and I work for the Resuscitation Council. We are working so that everyone can have the skills to save a life.
I mean, how important that is. I mean, it's ridiculous to think we don't all have those skills.
And they're so easy. They're
Yeah.
so easy to learn. So it's a fantastic job. I love it.
And I think actually we're all a bit scared.
Do you know, statistically, only about a third of us actually do something. And let's face it, if you can do anything at all, you're winning. So
Yeah.
I love teaching people.
Good for you, Izzy. What are you going to go for on our board?
Well, the two that have just gone were my top two. So I'm going to go for The Con Artist, and that is The Sting.
The Sting. I think one of my favourite films of all time.
Yeah.
Love The Sting. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Sting. The Sting is right. Well, 30 is our high score, 19 is our low. You passed the high score. There you are on 24. Very well done.
Yeah, and that Oscar was won by Edith Head. Now, Edith Head has been nominated 35 times.
Whoa!
She's won 8 Oscars.
35.
It's not bad going.
That's
is it?
incredible.
She was in her 80s when she got her last nomination.
Amazing. Thank you very much indeed. Rochelle, we come to you. Welcome back.
Hello.
Remind us all about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Rochelle, 32, living in Leeds, and I co-host a podcast called The Last Day on Earth, which is really fun.
What happens on the last day of Earth?
That's the question.
Well, indeed. This is good. So you get people in and say, what's it going to be? This is like your sort of your Last Supper, your
Yeah.
what you would do, who you'd
So-
see.
It's lots of fun questions. We usually just ask random ones to see what they would do on their last day and getting to really
Yeah.
in-depth conversations about things like, is toast a snack? What's your favourite potato? You know, normal things.
Favourite potato. That's quite niche. Maris Piper, every time. Maris Piper. King Edward, are you mad? No, Maris Piper. Actually, no, pink fir apple.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think so long as it's chips, I don't care. Or crisps. What crisps do you have on the last day on Earth?
What crisps? Oh, I'm afraid this is unforgivable, what I'm about to say. You actually want to kill me. Truffle-flavoured
Ooh.
crisps. You can get...
That's even worse than
I
I was
know,
imagining.
I know. I did say you'd want to kill me.
Michelle, I had prepared myself for something bad.
Black
I had no idea what
truffle
was going there.
crisps.
So
Have
I
you
have to
seen
ask
them?
important questions.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, black truffle crisps.
Okay.
They're quite meaty. I mean, you know, they take quite a lot of chewing.
Honestly,
Oh,
I
it's a
would
great
want
crisp.
the world to end.
You would.
I would welcome it.
I mean, I should have gone for a less honest answer,
No,
frankly.
listen,
But there we go.
I love you for speaking your mind.
OK, Rochelle, our board. Would you like to fill in all the blanks?
So I think the top one is Star Wars. The middle one is looking quite Titanic. The last two, I'm going to guess the second to bottom is about an Anne. I don't know the rest of the title. But the bottom one, the sci-fi hero, T'Challa batters to save Wakanda home, I'm going to go with Black Panther.
Black Panther, and that's the answer you're going to submit.
Correct.
Black Panther says, Rochelle, let's see how many of our 100 people said Black Panther. Black Panther is absolutely right. Down it goes to 38. Not bad.
Yeah, very well played. Ruth E. Carter taking home a richly deserved Oscar for Black Panther. You are right about Star Wars. That would have scored you 66. You're right as well about Titanic, which would have scored 81. That's a big old score, isn't it? Now, this is an Anne. Do you know this title?
Do you know, I surely must know this. Anne of the,
Yes.
Anne of the,
And to do with the short tenure.
10 days, Anne of the,
Well, I thought 30 days.
30 days.
But it's not. It's 1,000 days.
1,000 days.
Doesn't sound short at all.
Oh, that's
quite a long
That'd be
time.
quite a long time with Henry
Yeah.
VIII, I'd have thought.
Yeah, exactly. 9 points for
you go.
Anne of the Thousand
And of
Days.
the 1,000 Days. Thank you, Richard. That brings us to the halfway point of the first round. I can tell you, Nick, your score, 19, was the best of the pass. Well done. Nick and Rachel looking pretty good. Then 24 is where we find Issy and Emma. 30 is where we find Emily and Maeve. And then 38 is where we find Rochelle and Chris. So you're a little bit ahead there, Chris. New board, lovely low score. That's it. Good luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, 7 more clues to come on the board. All these films, remember, won Best Costume at the Oscars. And here they come. We've got biopic of Indian lawyer and peaceful civil rights leader Ben Kingsley, G. French aristocrats revel in daring schemes of seduction, Glenn Close, DL. Roman hero Maximus strives for vengeance in the arena, Russell Crowe, G. Musical of gaudy antics at Parisian nightclub, Nicole Kidman, MR. Escapades of a legendary concierge and a lobby boy, Ralph Fiennes, TGBH. Rebels fight tyrannical ruler in dystopian chaos, Charlize Theron, MMFR. And the March Sisters build their lives in 19th century America, Saoirse Ronan, LW. There we are. Now then, Chris, welcome back. Good to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself, Chris.
So, yes, I'm Chris. I'm a doctor. I live in Leeds with Rochelle, trying to get on her podcast. Not been invited yet.
Not been invited on the podcast. Favourite Chris?
This is probably why I haven't been
Black
invited.
truffle, well done, yes.
I see. The indecision. Salt and vinegar.
So,
boring,
yeah,
isn't it?
that's not
Yeah,
that's a good crisp.
yeah.
Good call on the crisp front. It's no black truffle, but you know. OK, Chris, you are on 38. You are the high scorers at the moment.
Yes. So I think I'm going to go for Rebels Fight Tyrannical Ruler in Dystopian Chaos, Charlize Theron. I'm going for Mad Max Fury Road.
Fury Road, says Chris. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Mad Max Fury Road. No red line for you, as you are the high scorers. He's right. Gotta hope this goes down a long way, Chris. Oh, and it's going to. Look at that, 15. Very well done indeed. Taking your total up to 53.
Yeah, that won the second Oscar for British designer Jenny Bevan. Her previous one was for A Room with a View. Those are two very different films, aren't they? The King's Speech, Howard's End, all those sort of things. And then Mad Max Fury Road, which is a brilliant film and looks amazing.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Emma, welcome.
Hi.
Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
So I'm Emma. I graduated last year, and at the moment I'm working in a nursery.
A nursery with children or plants?
With children.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, lovely. How nice.
Yeah, they're very cute.
Yeah.
So it's a nice environment to be around. You don't get much conversation out of them because they're quite small, so they don't really want to talk about anything apart from, you know, what they're drawing or what they're having for dinner. But otherwise, it's very fun.
Very nice indeed. And they go home at about 3.
Actually,
No.
no. They tend to go home at about 6. So it's actually, and they tend to come in at about 7. So it's actually a bit longer than that.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. OK. Now, Emma, you're on 24. We're looking at a target of 28 or less.
Oh, okay. I think I know most of them. It's just which one's lowest.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Escapades of a Legendary Concierge with the Grand Budapest Hotel.
The Grand Budapest Hotel, says Emma. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below this red line. With the Grand Budapest Hotel. It's right. Oh, it's looking good, Emma. It is good, Emma. That goes down to 8. Very well done indeed. Takes your total up to 32.
Yeah, Melina Canonero, an Italian designer who previously won Oscars for Chariots of Fire. She won an Oscar for as well. She worked with Stanley Kubrick a lot on The Shining, all sorts of things.
Excellent. Thank you very much indeed. Maeve, welcome.
Hello.
Tell us all about yourself, Maeve.
So I'm 22 and I'm currently in my last year at Oxford at the moment.
What are you studying?
I just do classics.
Just the classics. That's all. And what college are you at?
I'm at Jesus.
Have you had a lovely time there? Have you made full use of it?
I've had a brilliant time.
Excellent. And do you know what you're going to do when you pass on?
Do a lot of sleeping once I graduate, and
Yes.
then I think just move on to the next step slowly. Maybe take a holiday first.
Excellent. OK, now, Maeve, you are on 30. If you score 22 or less, You are into the next round. How do you like our board?
Well, I'm sad because the two that I was hoping were going to be low have both been taken, but they were great answers. So I think I'm going to go for the biopic of the Indian lawyer with Gandhi.
Gandhi, says Maeve, here is your red line. Let's see where we end up with Gandhi. Gandhi is right. That goes down to 52, taking your total up to 82.
Yeah, it was jointly won, including by John Mollo, who also won for Star Wars from the first board.
Wow.
Wow.
It's funny, you imagine they sort of occupy one kind of costume world, so it seems weird, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Gandhi and Star
move
Wars
across.
should be sharing.
Yeah.
But,
It's nice to listen. They turn their hands to these things, can't they?
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Very impressive indeed. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Rachel, welcome. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Rachel. I'm 38. I work in a career service at a major London university. I'm currently on maternity leave.
Very good indeed. That means you have a baby at home.
She's called Romilly. She's 9
Romilly.
months old.
Romilly, hello. When this first goes out, she probably won't answer. We're on challenge, though. Romilly, hi.
She'll be 15.
Yeah.
She'll be doing her GCSEs when this is all challenge.
She will. Now, Rachel, you are on 19. If you can score 62 or less, you are into round 2. Do you want to talk us through the board?
Yeah, so the Glenn Close film is Dangerous Liaisons. Russell Crowe is Gladiator. Nicole Kidman is Moulin Rouge. And Saoirse Ronan is Little Women. I think I'm going to go with Dangerous Liaisons.
Dangerous Liaisons, says Rachel. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Dangerous Liaisons, and here is your red line. It's right. You're in round 2, Rachel. Very well done indeed. And down that goes to 22, taking your total up to 41.
Very nicely done. We've had the 3 best answers on the board as well in this round. We got some good teams playing today, have we not? You got all the others right as well. Gladiator would have scored you 71. Moulin Rouge would have scored you 55, and Little Women would have scored 38. So best answer on the board there is Grand Budapest Hotel. Very well played.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. That brings us to the end of our first round. Means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. And Maeve and Emily, I can't believe it. You've only just got here. And we're saying goodbye. I'm sorry we're sending you away so soon. You'll be back next time. We'll look forward to that very much indeed. Meantime, thank you so much, Maeve and Emily. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. We made it into round 2. This is fantastic. Emma, our lowest individual scorer. Emma and Issy, our lowest combined scorers. So very strong performance on that middle podium. Best of luck to everybody, though, for round 2. Our category for it is word endings. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns 6-letter words, Richard.
Yeah, this is a round we haven't done before, so good luck, everybody. In a moment, Xander's going to show you 6 word endings. They'll all be 4 letters. We're essentially looking for you to add 2 letters to the beginning of any of these to form a word you'd find in the Chambers Dictionary, please. So any word in the English language that ends with these 4 letters but has 6 letters in all.
And we're adding 2 letters to the beginning.
Yeah.
OK, so, as Richard mentioned, we're going to put up these 6 4-letter word endings, and they will stay up for the whole round. We won't be changing them halfway through. And here they come. We have got CESS, EATH, ENLY, RIFT, RROR, and UITY.
Oh,
There we
interesting, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm not going to predict what you go for. There's too much going on here.
I haven't yet. Oh, yes, I have. Yeah. OK. Nick, do you feel like throwing an answer out there?
Oh, yeah, great, yeah. Sheath. SHEATH.
Sheath, says Nick. Let's see how many of our 100 people said sheath. Sheath's right. Good answer. Look at that, down to 9. Very well done indeed. 9.
Well played, Nick. That is pressure on that first podium on a round we've never done before. Yeah, like a covering for a sword or anything like that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Issy.
I've got two, but I think I'll go for equity.
Equity, says Izzy. That's the one I've got so far. That's my favourite one so far. Let's see how many of our 100 people said equity. Well, 9 is the only score we have so far. 13 for equity.
Yeah, fair or just condition or treatment, or the money above a mortgage in a property. Means different things.
Different things. I'll say different
Language.
things. There we go.
There you go.
Rochelle.
I think I'm going to go for wreath.
Wreath,
Yeah.
says Rochelle. Let's see how many of our 100 said wreath. Wreath is right. Well, 13 is the high score, 9 is the low. That seems to be the spread at the moment. There we are, 15 for wreath.
Genuinely feels quite nervous in the studio.
Yes, doesn't
You know,
it?
It's
Doesn't
quite
it?
tense, isn't it, this one? Quite hard
Yes.
to know what we're doing. Wreath is a word I never really understood because, of course, it can mean a floral tribute at a funeral, but then you have a wreath at Christmas that you put on your
Well,
front door.
you wreathe things, don't you? You wreathe. There's a verb to wreathe, which is just to weave, to garland something.
I
of
suppose
flowers.
so, but it's an unusual side job that
For the
Wreath
same
has got.
thing, yeah.
You know, I think
Yeah.
maybe do something else which is more sort of mournful.
Yeah. OK, now, before we head back down the line, let's have a quick look at those scores. 9, the best score of the pass. Nick and Rachel, they're all over this. And then we travel up to 13, where we find Izzy and Emma, and then up to 15, where we find Rochelle and Chris. So, yeah, Chris, you're a little bit ahead, but you know what to do. Let's come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, so, Chris, remember, we're adding 2 letters to the front of any of these 4-letter word endings.
Yeah, it's all quite tight, isn't it? I was actually thinking of wreath as well. I'm going to go for adrift.
Adrift, says Chris. OK, no red line for you, as you currently are adrift at the top of the table there. Literally just made that up. Let's see how many of our 100 people said adrift. $44 for adrift. Wow, that takes your total up to 59.
Of course, adrift.
Yeah.
It's also one finger of a drifter is adrift.
Yeah, that's good. I've got one now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
I haven't
think-
predicted.
No.
Maybe I'll predict.
No, we'll see. Anyway, Emma. By the way, if you can score 45 or less, all looking good.
Okay. I'm going to go with abscess.
Abscess. Here is what 45 looks like in red line form, and let's see where we end up with abscess. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That scores 100 points, takes your total up to 113.
That's what I was going to go for. But it's A-B-S-C-E-S-S, abscess.
Abscess.
Who knew?
What?
It's a 7-letter word.
Yeah.
Abscess.
Who knew that? I knew it made the heart grow fonder, but...
Whoa, whoa.
That's unlucky.
Yeah, thank you. Now, Rachel, I don't think you were under any pressure anyway, but that certainly eases things. It means it doesn't matter what you score here, you're still through to the head-to-head.
I think I'm going to go for shrift.
That was the one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got another one now. Okay. Shrift. Let's see what Shrift scores. No red line, you're already through. Down it goes to 3. Very well done indeed. Takes your total up to 12.
Yeah, it means confession, essentially. And short shrift was the time that a prisoner had to confess before execution, was short shrift.
Even short
you know that?
shrift. I didn't know that, yeah.
Did you have another answer?
Well, I did. Literally just got keenly.
Keenly?
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
That is good. Let's see what that scored. Wouldn't have thought of that at all. Keenly would have scored you 5 points.
That'll do, yeah.
Very
It's no
nicely done.
shrift, but it's...
It's no shrift, but it's a nice answer. There's only 3 pointless answers up here, unsurprisingly. Aneath, which is a Scots word for beneath. There's lots of Scots words in this round, aren't there? Sneath, which is part of a scythe. And strift, which comes from strife, means essentially to struggle, a strift. Very well done if you said any of those.
There we are. Thank you very much. We are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to our second pair. And Emma and Izzy, I'm afraid, very much against the grain of play, we send you away. We are very much looking forward to seeing you next time, when I'm sure you'll go much further. But meantime, thank you very much, Emma and Izzy. For the remaining 2 pairs, though, time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Nick and Rachel. Rochelle and Chris, you're now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. But before we play the head-to-head, let's see if we can't boost that jackpot by finding a couple of pointless answers. Here we go. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many skirt styles as they could. Richard?
Yep, we're going to show you 6 skirt styles on the board. 2 of them, as always, will be pointless answers that no one mentioned. 2 of them will be ones we've made up, though. 250 quid for each of the pointless answers. Very good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, so let's reveal our 6 potential skirt styles. Mermaid, hobble, arrêter, broomstick, ukulele, cowl. There we are. 6 potential skirt styles, 2 of which are pointless and 2 of which we made up.
You've got like
So,
a mermaid like a fishtail.
yeah, you definitely get that on wedding dresses as a shape.
Is cowl not something you wear on your head?
You get a cowl neck.
Or cowl
it's like a
neck, yeah.
draping.
Okay.
So you could have that on a skirt.
I'd love to be able to assist in this.
Nick, what's your favourite type?
Broomstick sounds like ridiculous, so maybe it's a real pointless one.
If a skirt's too tight, you hobble, so that could be a trick.
OK, well, Nick and Rachel, you are to go first. What do you want to nominate?
Should we go
Skirt.
arrêter?
Arrêter, surely. I mean, that sounds like a skirt type, doesn't it? Let's find out. Is arrêter a pointless skirt style? Oh, no. I was with you all the way there. Now then, Rochelle and Chris, what do you want to nominate?
Let's go for broomstick.
OK, broomstick. Say Rochelle and Chris. Let's find out how many of our 100 people said that. Broomstick, is it pointless? Well, it's definitely a skirt style. Look at that! Very well done indeed. It is a pointless skirt style.
Very well played. The 2 that would have scored you points, I think you knew both of them, mermaid and cowl. They both would have scored points. So out of ukulele and hobble, one of those is a pointless answer and one of them is made up.
Let's go ukulele for the pointless.
You think as a skirt?
Yeah.
OK, so you think broomstick and ukulele? Let's take a look. Is ukulele the other pointless answer? It is not. There are accordion skirts and trumpet skirts, but no ukulele skirt, I'm afraid. So hobble is the other pointless answer.
There you go.
Hobble and broomstick.
Thank you very much indeed. Well done. You managed to find 1 pointless answer, which means we can add £250 to the jackpot and take the total up to £1,250. But I wonder who'll be playing for it. Maybe we'll find out in the head-to-head. We most certainly will find out in the head-to-head. The first pair to win 2 questions will be the pair playing for that jackpot. You're now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to both pairs. Our first question this afternoon is television experts, Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 pictures now of television experts. Can you tell us who they are, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 television experts, and here they come. We have got A, B, C, D, and E. There we are. 5 television experts. Nick and Rachel, you're our golden couple. You get to go first.
OK, We're going to go for C, Martin Lewis.
Martin Lewis, say Nick and Rachel. For C, Martin Lewis. Now then, Rochelle and Chris, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
We recognise a couple, but we couldn't tell you their names.
I think the only one we are confident on is A, which is
Ashley Banjo.
Ashley Banjo for A. So we've got Martin Lewis and we've got Ashley Banjo. Nick and Rachel have gone for Martin Lewis for C. Let's see how many of our 100 said it. Martin Lewis, absolutely right. That goes down to 47. Meanwhile, Rochelle and Chris have gone for the lovely Ashley Banjo. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ashley Banjo for A. Ashley Banjo is right. Hey, wins the point for you. Look at that. Ashley Banjo. Danny goes for 33. Surprising. And it means Rochelle and Chris, after one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, Martin Lewis has very quietly got very famous, hasn't he? Does a terrific job. Let's go through the rest of these, shall we? From The Sky at Night, B, that's Maggie Adarin Pocock. She would have scored you 1 point. D, from Antiques Roadshow, it's Hilary Kay. She's a pointless answer, some very low scorers on this board. And from
J, I can't remember his
Repair
name.
Shop,
Yeah.
Money for Nothing, all sorts of things. J Blades.
J Blades.
Lovely J
of course.
Blades.
Yeah,
would have scored
that's
you
great.
6 points.
Wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, here comes your second question. Nick and Rachel, you've got to win this one to stay in the game. Rochelle and Chris have a slight advantage. They get to answer it first. Best of luck. Our second question is all about royal houses and dynasties and their countries. Richard.
Yep, I'm going to show you 5 royal houses and dynasties and the years in which they reigned in a particular country, but which country?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal the houses and dynasties. Here they come. Grimaldi, 1297 to present. Valois, 1328 to 1589. Romanov, 1613 to 1917. Pahlavi, 1925 to 1979. And Yamato, 660 BCE to present. There we go. Rochelle and Chris will go first.
I think we are settled on the third one down, Romanov, and we're going for Russia.
You're going to say Russia for Romanov or Romanov. OK, Nick and Rachel. Do you want to talk us through that board?
I think Yamato is Japan, and Valois, I assume it is France.
I think we're going to go for Grimaldi, and we believe that is Monaco.
Monaco for Grimaldi. So we have Russia for Romanov. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that, which is what Rochelle and Chris are saying. Absolutely right. And that goes down to 52. Meanwhile, Nick and Rachel are saying Monaco for Grimaldi. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Monaco is absolutely right, and that is exactly what we needed from you. You are back in the game. Danny goes to 12. That's a great answer. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Very well played. Only one answer out there that would have beaten that. Valois, you are quite right, is France. Would have scored 31. You're right about Yamato as well. That is Japan. Would have scored 40. Do you know Pahlavi?
No.
It's the Shah of Iran's name.
Of course,
so it's Iran.
1979.
Yeah, would have scored you 2 points. Very well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Right, here comes your third question. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question is all about popular plants, Richard.
Yeah, I'm going to give you 5 clues now to popular plants. We've removed all of their vowels, though. What are these popular plants?
Very good, thank you. Let's reveal our popular plants. Here they come. We've got MGNL, WSTR, CMLL, RBS, and FCHS. There we are. Now then, Nick and Rachel will go first.
We're going to go with the third one down, Camellia.
Camellia. Say Nick and Rachel. Now, Rochelle and Chris, talk us through that board.
So we're thinking the top one is Magnolia, then Wisteria. We're not too sure. We go fuchsia? I think we'll go for fuchsia.
You're
for
going
the
to
bottom
go
one,
fuchsia.
please.
So we've got camellia and we've got fuchsia. Let's see how many of our 100 people said camellia. Camellia is right. Nick and Rachel. And down he goes to 27. Meanwhile, Rochelle and Chris have gone for fuchsia for the bottom one. Let's see how many of our 100 people said fuchsia. Fuchsia is right. At 58 for fuchsia. That means very well done indeed. Nick and Rachel, after 3 questions, you're through to the final. 2-1.
Yeah, nicely done. And again, only one answer that could have beaten Camellia. Magnolia would have scored you 71. And Wisteria would have scored you 40. Do you know this other one?
No.
If I give you a clue,
Yeah.
it has a flowering variety which is closely related to the blackcurrant.
Ribes.
Ribes. Yeah.
Ribes.
Would have scored you 1 point.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Well, the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Rochelle and Chris, you'll be back for one final attempt at the Pointless Jackpot round next time. We'll look forward to that. But you played very well today. Thank you so much for playing, Rochelle and Chris. But for Nick and Rachel, now time for the Pointless final. Congratulations, Nick and Rachel. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now get a chance to win the Pointless Jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,250. Well, I'm thrilled you've made it through to the final because you absolutely deserve it. You've been superb the whole way through. It'll be lovely to be able to send you back with those trophies. Maybe with a jackpot as well. What's going to help you win? What do you want to see come up?
The life and times of Nick and Rachel.
Oh, yes.
Bit of
We haven't had that for a
geography,
long
bit
time.
of film.
Maybe something about Liverpool FC.
OK, well, listen. We'll never know till we read the board, but let's hope there's something up here you like the look of. We've got Switzerland, decades of golf majors, words in the titles of novels by Romance authors, Paul Weller.
Not Paul Weller.
No, I don't
I
know.
don't know enough about him.
I only know a handful of songs.
It's going to be Switzerland or words and titles.
Go Switzerland, do you think?
We'll go Switzerland just to give us both an even chance.
OK, Switzerland.
OK, very best of luck. There is a bit of football in here. We're looking for any of the following things, please. We are looking for any of the 26 cantons or half cantons of Switzerland, please. We are looking for any act who has ever represented Switzerland in the Eurovision Song Contest, from the first one all the way through to the 2020 cancelled contest. Or we are looking for any teams in the first 2 tiers of Swiss football, the Swiss Super League and the Swiss Challenge League. So the cantons, the Eurovision acts, or the football teams in the top 2 tiers. Very best of luck.
Thanks, Richard. As ever, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of them to be pointless. Are you ready?
As will ever be.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Eurovision Song Contest is out.
Yeah.
Cantons.
I don't know anything. Do you know?
I know some Swiss football teams. So I guess this is all on me.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Okay.
What football teams?
There's Neuchâtel Xamax. There's Basel. There's Young Boys, Bern. There's St. Gallen. I've been watching far too much football. I think that's about
Do you
it.
think Basel would be more obvious because it being
Basel
town,
would be the most
like,
obvious one
so
out.
does that give you 3 others to go for?
Yeah.
10 seconds left.
Yeah,
You okay with those?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
OK, sounds like you've arrived at your 3 answers. Let's stop the clock. Let's stop the clock. What are you going to give me?
These are all going to be Swiss football teams.
OK.
Right. I believe there's a team called Neuchâtel Xamax.
Neuchâtel Xamax,
St. Gallen,
St. Gallen,
and Young Boys of Bern.
Young Boys Bern.
Yeah.
OK, of those 3, which do you reckon is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Neuchâtel,
Neuchâtel Xamax, we'll put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Young Boys.
Young Boys Bern, and
St. Gallen.
St. Gallen goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got Young Boys, St. Gallen, and Neuchâtel Xamax. Well, I have to say, knowing nothing about Swiss football, knowing nothing about football at all, they sound like great answers. Just the sort of answers that might be pointless. If one of these is pointless and wins you that jackpot of £1,250, what would you like to do with it?
Maybe get a mountain bike.
That's just great. Rachel?
After a pregnancy and carrying around my baby a lot, a really good massage would be really a really nice treat.
Oh, that would be nice. Well, let's hope one of these answers can win that for you. Young Boys is your first answer. In every case, we're looking for teams in the Swiss Super League or Swiss Challenge League. You've gone for Young Boys first. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Is it pointless? Well, Young Boys is right. If it goes all the way down to zero, £1,250 will be yours. Let's see where we end up. Young Boys takes us down through the teens. We're into single bit. Oh, 9. Not bad. Not bad. Single figures with your first answer. Let's hope nobody said your next answer, St. Gallen. Good luck. Let's see. St. Gallen. Might it be pointless? Well, again, it's right. Young Boys took us all the way down to 9. St. Gallen, if it is pointless, will win you £1,250. We're going down through the teens with St. Gallen. We're in single figures, passing 9. Still going down with St. Gallen. You've done it! Look at that! Very well done indeed! Oh, the massage, the bike. Very well done indeed. St. Gallen is a pointless answer. You're going home with that jackpot of £1,250.
Yeah, very, very well played. It's amazing what you pick up as a football fan, isn't it, occasionally? Very nicely done indeed. Let's take a look at all the different categories. We'll start with those cantons. There's Neuchâtel, would have been a pointless answer there. Zug, Jura, Freiburg, you could have had Basel Landschaft, you could have had Nidwalden, Obwalden, St. Gallen, also a pointless answer in that category, funnily enough, and Schaffhausen as well. Now, those acts in the Eurovision Song Contest, I mean, well done if you've got any of these. Annie Cotton, Daniela Simons, Esther Ofarim, Luca Hani. The biggest scorer was Celine Dion, who, of course, represented Switzerland many years ago, would have scored 9 points, though. And those football teams, there's only 8 pointless answers. You did very well to get St. Gallen. Koreans, there's Schaffhausen again, St. Gallen's Vaduz, Lausanne Sport, Stade, Lausanne Ushi, Ville, and Winterthur as well. All of those were pointless answers. Very well done if you got one of those, and congratulations. What a brilliant performance. One show, bosh. Bosh.
Thanks very much indeed, and thanks once again to our winning players, Nick and Rachel, who take away today's jackpot of £1,250. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.